Hi everybody, Josiah here, also known as Chilling Silence, and today I want to share with you some of the recent research and investigation that I've been doing. So specifically, I talk about my AutoCrypt mining, which I've mentioned in a previous video, so I've got, you can kind of see them really bad at the whole, it's alright. You can see the miners that I've shown previously. Now, why does this matter? Well, I've only actually found 4 blocks with them solo mining over the last sort of 7 or 8 weeks. This is important though because they are still providing a very valuable service to the network. So I'm not actually mining as part of any kind of a pool with them. They are independent and completely solo, not going off to anybody else for the mining aspect. Now, why is this important? Well, oftentimes we'll see graphs that will show the last 100 blocks. Now, that's great if you are Bitcoin. 100 blocks will show you 2/3 of a day. Bitcoin does 144 blocks per day. Now, if we were to do that with DigiByte, though, we do 5,760 blocks per day. So all of a sudden, 100 blocks it just doesn't work. It's not a really good metric for us in the slightest. But anyway, so what I'll do is I'll quickly skim through this and show you what I've done. Now I'll explain what I pull out of the blockchain and why, really briefly here. And then I'll show you the real juicy stuff at the end with my nice pretty little graph that I'm more proud of than I should be. But anyway, so step number 1, what I need to do down here is I get the block hash. So I know that I want, let's say 500,000 blocks. I have their number, but what I need to do in order to ask the blockchain for details about it is get the block hash. So step number 1 is I go through and get a bunch of block hashes. Once I've got those hashes, what I do is I run get block. Now get block will give me all of the details of everything inside of that block. Specifically, I'm after the first transaction, which is the Coinbase transaction, which tells me who mined it. Once I've got that information, I can come down here and I can run get raw transaction on just that one little transaction, and it will tell me the details of the mining addresses. Then finally I come down, I do a little bit of extra magic here, and I get myself all of the details that I want, specifically the numbers. So, how did we fare? Well, what we can do is we can have a look. So DigiByte over that time had 1,295 unique mining addresses. That's fantastic. I think that's great. During that same time, Litecoin had 251 unique miners, again, really good, and Bitcoin had 60. Now, I also shrunk it down and I ran it over a 7-day period. So during 7 days, the last 7 days, DigiByte had 329, Litecoin had 26, and Bitcoin was sitting on 33 unique mining addresses. Now, the astute amongst you will notice that within the previous 3 months, we replaced Myriad Grostel for AutoCrypt. So, even if hypothetically we were to lop off 1 out of 6 because we've got our 5 plus an old one that we're no longer using, even if we get rid of 1/6, 1 out of every 6, that still leaves us with well over 1,000 over the last 3-month period, which is fantastic. Super glad to see that. Well done to all of the DigiByte miners. Anyway, so here this is in a nice pretty graph form, just to kind of show off the difference there. So, everybody quite highly regards Bitcoin and Litecoin as being decentralized. So if they have set the bar, then that's great to see just how far DigiByte has pushed it. Again, this all kind of comes down, like I mentioned down here, to the fact that we are multi-algorithm, really fast blocks, the recent edition of AutoCrypt, and the combination of all of those has kind of come together to give us what we can see here. So, props obviously to Bitcoin and Litecoin, but again, DigiByte miners, take a humble bow, great stuff. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it's been an interesting little insight. Consider giving the YouTube channel a subscribe, like the video. You can reach me in the comment section below if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm on Twitter at DGB_chilling. I'll talk to you in the next video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.